It was no surprise on Monday morning to see preparations being made to begin drilling. The hose to remove the tailings produced and the tanks to contain them are both being readied. By mid-morning, the drill was erect and swinging into place. We can see the whole drill assembly ready for action here. It receives a lot of attention as it's headed for the first pile. It's worth noting the ring seal here. Once the drill is in place, air from this high pressure hose runs to a swivel fitting at the top of the rig and down the hollow shaft to the cutting face. The pressure built up below the seal forces the tailings to be sent back up a concentric shaft through the black hose to the storage tanks. Of course, work on installing the permanent pilings goes on. Tuesday follows a very similar pattern. Along the drill line, it looks as if a toe pin may be being grouted in. At the east end, surveyors from the Monument Group are paying close attention to pile positions. All the tailings collected and any associated water will be disposed of as contaminated waste. Up along Ontario Street, GIP and Sousa Ready mix continue curbing preparations. Wednesday sees drilling operations continue in full swing. There's no interruption in the work of driving piles either. There's no danger of running out, with more arriving. The fact that there's always work taking place in the background should not be overlooked. It looks likely that pins were being inserted here, but we'll come back to that subject. It would explain why more were being brought to site. Nearby, Sousa Ready mix were engaged in more form work for the curbing. Towards the end of the day, there was actually an opportunity to see toe pins placed. The 3-metre pins go about 2.5 metres into a hole already drilled in the bedrock and grout that has been poured in to receive them. Thursday began as a very wet day. Fortunately, it did not persist. But it was a very windy day, curtailing opportunities to fly. Friday proves to be a much more pleasant day, and work continues on piling installation. Along the drill line, there's an opportunity to see grout being introduced into one of the tubular piles. And we can also see just how far the permanent pile line has reached. Note the care being taken here to carefully measure the depth of the grout. The operator mixing and delivering the grout has the important task of ensuring a steady, consistent mix and flow. Saturday, a non-working day, gave the opportunity to take a good look along the line and to note that the drill has been laid down, suggesting perhaps a repositioning of equipment for next week's work. Thank you for watching this update, and if you find them interesting and helpful, please consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.